Right, we are live. I was a little bit late for this one. I'm going to be honest. This is Canterbury versus Otago in the MITRE 10 Cup. I've put my scoreboard up. We are about 10 seconds away from kickoff, so this was very close for whether or not I would get this up in time. Welcome anyone who is tuning in to this live stream. Canterbury haven't really got going this year in the MITRE 10 Cup. Otago have been getting a few wins since losing the Ranfurly Shield, so this one could be interesting. And if Canterbury lose this, they may even look at getting relegated, perhaps. But yeah, we are very close to kickoff. Josh Ioane and it was Vilimoni Karoi are back from their little mishap, and the ball has been kicked off, and Canterbury have got it. And then also C.O. Tompkinson is returning from a 6-week suspension, so Otago might be quite strong and quite hard to beat in this match, but we will have to wait and see. But Canterbury at the moment have the ball outside their 22. We have got Jason Yang already. Hello, Jason. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. What is your prediction for the score of this match between Canterbury and Otago? Otago have stolen the ball now, and it's a bit of a run. Hamilton now. They are looking strong here. C.O. Tompkinson gets his first run since coming back from suspension. Hamilton now to Josh Ioane. Passes it short to the number 7, who was McDowell, but he has knocked it on. And Canterbury now have the ball. They have kicked the ball away there, Canterbury, so it will be a line out for Otago. It was a good kick from Fergus Burke. So Otago will be 40 metres out from the line. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope you are all well and good. Jason Yang has put Canterbury 32, Otago 42. That would be a good game. Hopefully it is that high scoring. But we will, of course, have to wait and see. Otago, they have been on a roll, though, so who knows? Maybe we are in for a good match here. It is at Orange Theory Stadium in Christchurch. I haven't actually set the lineups yet, but I will be going through them very soon once we have a little bit of a stoppage. But at the moment, the Otago team using their rolling maul off the line out. Coltman has it at the back of the maul. They are slowly driving here. They are making decent meters here, Otago. Now they're going sideways a bit, but they're still going. The maul is doing extremely well, and they are almost at the 22 now. Hamilton off the back. It goes to Vahakolo. Hamilton now to Josh Ioane. Little ball on the inside to Timu. Hamilton fires it out to Karoi. It is going to be a pretty interesting game. And a game that will be even more interesting, of course, is the All Blacks Wallabies tomorrow. Should be a very good match. I will be doing a live stream for it as well. Yeah, we shall. Tell you what, Jason, if you are still here, who do you think will score the first try of this match? Jason Yang put, are you going to do the game tomorrow on YouTube without showing the game? I am, Jason. That is the plan at the moment. It will be starting. Kickoff is about 9:45 New Zealand time, so it will be a bit of a late one by the time the game is finished. And we normally have a bit of a habit of, after the live stream, going for a very long time. Last All Blacks versus Wallabies live stream, the game was over within, I think it was 2 hours, and we streamed for 3.5. The Otago pack weight 10 kgs heavier at 914. Mitch Drummond feeds the ball, and Canterbury have the ball at the 22. Josh McKay with the offload. It's gone over the top. Or Mackay, sorry. It's gone to their number 11, which is, it would have been Punavai. And Fergus Burke clears once again. He's got a massive boot. It went on the roof, I think, and that one might be quite difficult to get back. But we are 4 minutes into this match at the moment. Yeah, hopefully it is a good game tomorrow. Hopefully this one is a good game as well. We will have to wait and see, though. It is Liam Coltman throwing the ball in for the line out. They are going long, and it has been taken well. Hamilton now has it. Josh Ioane to C.O. Tompkinson. Jason Yang put Josh Mackay for Canterbury and for Otago, Josh Ioane. Those are some pretty good picks, Jason. That is quite likely. It is Karoy who's taking it to ground now. Hamilton passes to Coltman. Oh, no, it wasn't Coltman, sorry. It was the number 1, McIntosh. Josh Ioane back to Co Tompkinson. That's forward by a miles. So they are going back for the scrum now. Yeah, so will be interesting tomorrow. I am hoping for a very good game. Jason Yang, but am I the only one here? Pretty much, Jason. I think we've got 1 or 2 other viewers, but no one really chatting at the moment. So it's almost a one-on-one, Jason, which is a little bit rare lately. We have normally had quite a few people tuning in at times, but I would assume a lot of people would just be straight watching this game instead of watching a live stream about it. But yeah. This one, I don't think it's going to be a very serious live stream. I think we're just going to relax, chill out before the big game tomorrow. Canterbury have won that scrum now off the back. It is Reid Prinsep. Good run from him. Oh. It was Nareki who has managed to win the penalty at the breakdown. So this one will be interesting. Josh Ioane is looking like he is kicking for touch here. Johnny Blaze, but greetings, brother. Gave you your first like, mate. Thank you very much, Johnny Blaze. I appreciate that. It is going to be pretty quiet today. I just have a wee bit of a feeling. We've been busy. Well, I've been busy, should I say. I've been editing videos flat out, getting them all sorted for this weekend. So hopefully it all goes well. Yeah, will be a line out to Otago here. The question is, will they retain this one? I hope they can, because it would be good to see some points very soon. We are 7 minutes into this match at the moment. Coltman goes long. It's taken very well with one hand. And it is Timu who had a little run. The forwards now, Nasi Manu having a carry. Goes to Hamilton. It goes out to Josh Ioane, but it's been dropped by Nareki. And we will be going back for the knock-on once again. Jason Yang, but question 1, Sam Whitelock or Sam Cane, is that for captain of the All Blacks, Jason Yang, or is that just in general? What type of comparison are we doing? Is it... Johnny Blaze, but I watched your 2-hour game, let us load 3. Mate, looks like you're playing on super easy, 140-point game. Yeah, it's quite difficult because I set it on pro, which is the hardest difficulty. And then they just end up scoring too many tries. Like, in the end, I normally end up just trying to see what I can do to make it a little bit more entertaining, such as a cross kick or something. But, yeah, I need a harder difficulty on Rugby Challenge 4. Give it a little bit more of a challenge. Jason Yang put captain. Well, I say Sam Cane is doing well at the moment. So I don't think you can get rid of him as captain yet. Sam Whitelock, he is a very experienced player. And, yeah, I think he would make a good captain as well. But for now, Sam Cane is doing the job. He does a lot off the field, not just on it, in terms of helping out the other players. So for now, I think he is all right for captain. That's my answer. I think I answered that one all right. It has been thrown long by Coltman, but they have missed it now. It is, I believe it was Reid Prinsep trying to break the line. Good run there from, it was Poyepe. Goes to Josh Mackay now. If you're wondering why I keep looking down, it's because I actually only had the idea of doing this live stream about 5 minutes before I went live. So I haven't actually had time to work out the lineups. So I am a little bit rusty in that regard. There's a good run from Tom Christie back to his feet. But it is a penalty against him. Johnny Blaze, but happy Scott Barrett is sort of back. Locking stocks have taken a leap forward. They have. Although Tupou Vaa'i, he did all right as well when he was playing. Then, yeah, we needed a couple locks. And I feel like Scott Barrett back is definitely a good start. Question 2 from Jason Yang. Damian McKenzie for 15 or 10 Beauden Barrett 15 or 10 Geordie Barrett. Okay, I see what's happening. So Damian McKenzie 15 or 10. You got to go 15 for Damian McKenzie there. I don't think there's any question of that, really. Beauden Barrett 15 or 10. In my opinion, he should be 10. Beauden Barrett and Geordie Barrett 10 or 15. He is a 15 as well. G'day, Isaac. How are you going? You want to join in on the live stream, Isaac? There aren't many viewers, so I'm kind of lonely. We've only got a couple people. So if you want to come on, let me know. Although you may have already left, so we will have to wait and see. Nah, thanks, Isaac, for leaving me hanging here. We could have plugged the podcast, you know. We could have done a whole heap of promotion. So who doesn't love a bit of promotion on a live stream? Am I right? To the viewers. The game, no one's really scoring either. We're 10 minutes in, which is rather unfortunate. And the thing is, originally for this live stream, I was actually going to mix it up. And I was going to go, if no one scores any points for a 10-minute duration throughout the game, I would end the live stream. But if that was the case, this live stream would be over now. So that is not very good at all for us there. Johnny Blaze asked Isaac, how's the Friday afternoon been treating you? And Isaac put very well. Johnny, question 3 from Jason Yang. Joe Moody for prop or Geordie Barrett for 1? Well, I think you've got to go with Joe Moody if you go on a prop Jason Yang, as that is his position. And I know Ian Foster likes playing people out of position sometimes, but I don't think he'd go that far to play Geordie Barrett at prop. Timu has got the ball now. He's stolen it back. Isaac Williams asked how Johnny Blaze was. Johnny Blaze put Canterbury are on the downers, man. It's shocking. They're going a bit rough, to be honest, which is interesting because of how well the Crusaders did. And a lot of their players have been in the Crusaders, so it is an interesting one. Yeah, we will have to wait and see if they can win this match, because if they don't, then they could look at maybe getting relegated, which hasn't happened in a while, I don't think, for Canterbury. But Canterbury have won the penalty now. Yeah, question 4 from Jason Yang. Who do you think is going to win tomorrow? I said on a prediction thingy, mabob, that I did with someone, I said that it's either going to be the Wallabies by less than 7 or the All Blacks by more than 20. I feel like those are the two scenarios. Either the All Blacks click early and they'll get a lot of points on the board, or you look at maybe the Wallabies just sneaking it, which would be kind of good in a way. Bad because the All Blacks would lose, of course, the strong All Blacks fan that I am, but it would also mean that the last match is like anyone can take it, which would be very exciting. Johnny Blaze put having a beer on the deck, mate. Playing catch me. Oh, I was going to say what's catch me, but playing catch with me dog. Excited for tomorrow's game. Charles Lamalo put I go for Otago. Well, they have got a good chance of winning this one, Charles. They are the underdog in this match. But it will be interesting. Canterbury haven't really clicked the last few weeks. So Otago might be able to sneak this one, perhaps. Question 5. If you played rugby, what team? I assume that's if I played rugby, what team would I like to play on? Oh, tell you what. That's a good question. I'd go maybe the Hurricanes because I like yellow. So I'd wear the yellow kit there. There is another penalty, which means we have got another scrum for Otago. The Rugby Guru has put but All Blacks can win. At least there is still a Rugby Championship trophy as well. That is true, the Rugby Guru. And anyone who does not know about the Rugby Guru, we actually recently filmed a video for his channel. I'm not sure if it is up yet. I will have a quick look, but we did do our predictions for the upcoming All Blacks versus Wallabies game and a little bit of a question and answer with a few tough questions, but it was good fun. Johnny Blaze put question 420, why didn't the New Zealand public vote? Yes, I know what you're talking about there, Johnny Blaze. I don't think I can talk politics. So I will just say, yeah, that was the result, but I can't go too into it. Yeah, we have still got another scrum. Rugby Guru put will be up on the hour. That is good to hear, Rugby Guru. So anyone who is tuning in now, we are going to have our preview of the All Blacks versus Wallabies over on the Rugby Guru channel. Yeah, it was good fun. Jason Yang has put question 6, Jonah Lomu or Doug Howlett in boxing. Well, I feel like Jonah Lomu would take that one easily, Jason Yang. Isaac Williams put, I agree, Johnny. Tell you what, I offered it out to Isaac to join the live stream. Rugby Guru, do you want to hop in on this? Josh Ioane has fired it back to Kane Hamilton. It's gone to Nasi Manu, to Coltman, who's got a good run. Johnny Blaze put Donald Trump or Jacinda Ardern's husband in a boxing match. Oh, so that is, of course, Clark Gayford. That looked a bit forward, and it was, so we are going back for the scrum. Donald Trump or Jacinda Ardern's husband. Well, Donald Trump's a bit older, but he probably knows a few tricks. So, but I'll back Jacinda Ardern's husband because I feel like he might have the slight advantage with age on his side. Isaac has put 420 Blaze it. The game is still 0-0. Canterbury versus Otago. We are still waiting for the first points on the board. Either team just keep, unfortunately, making little mistakes. And because of it, we have got a scoreless one. We are up to 15 minutes, which is a decent amount of time. Johnny, wait a minute. Jason Yang has put Beauden Barrett or Dane Coles in boxing. I think Dane Coles would take that one because he's quite an aggressive fellow. So I feel like even if Beauden Barrett smacked him round a bit, I feel like Dane Coles would still that would probably just make him angrier. Johnny Blaze, but after work cones. Oh no, I can't read that. Mate, this is getting out of hand. Last question. Rugby Guru put, unfortunately not watching the game, but we'll jump on a next opportunity. Sounds good, Rugby Guru. Jason Yang put, last question, John Olomu or Doug Howlett in a race. Oh, now Doug Howlett is known for his pretty quick speed, but so is John Olomu. But I think Doug Howlett might be that little bit quicker. Of course, yeah, it just depends. But I think Doug Howlett might be just that little bit quicker. Possibly. Coltman now driving up the middle. This game isn't really going anywhere at the moment. Otago on their fifth phase. Josh Ioane passes the ball, and it's a knock on. Rugby Guru. Oh, it might actually go somewhere now. The number 14 has been tied up, but it has been knocked on once again. But now Nariki down the wing. And we are going back for another knock on, I believe. But Rugby Guru put Coles to kill Barrett in boxing low. He would. I think he would. He's an aggressive man, Dane Coles. Doesn't seem like the kind of guy that that you don't really want to mess with. Johnny Blaze, but I feel sorry for Tom Christie. Poor bloke is like 21 years old and he's going bald. Paul, I can't speak, and he's going bald. Poor guy. Tell you what, that's why I've left this long for a second. I'm worried that it might not grow back. My hair seems to grow quite slow. So it's just, yeah, at the moment I've just got this mop on my head. But I'm thinking about maybe doing something with it soon. I really can't speak for some reason. Don't know why. But the game at the moment still 0-0 after 18 minutes or 17 and a half. So we are still waiting. Rugby Guru put Christie, another player, very unfortunate not to be selected. That is true from the Rugby Guru there. We actually have quite a few good sevens in the country that unfortunately just end up missing out because we have got Sam Cane and then, well, because when you think about it, the ones who haven't been selected for the All Blacks, we've got Tom Christie, we've got Lachlan Boshier who can kind of hang around there. We've got Dylan Hunt, had a good Super Rugby Aotearoa, and is quite a good player as well. So we've got plenty of number 7s who could be filling that role if there was an injury or anything. Johnny Place, but you're going to do cornrows, eh, mate? Or a man bun, Mr. Fashionable. I'll have to wait and see. My head doesn't sit right, which is probably obvious from seeing it. Like my lines on the side just don't line up properly. So it makes it very difficult to go for a hairstyle other than just buzz cut, that's why this looks a bit funny. We are still waiting for the first points. We're 18 minutes in. It's a good kick, though, from Nariki. A very good one. Yeah, we are still waiting for the first points. I expected that there would be points by now, to be honest. I haven't really mentioned a lot about the game, but that is purely because not a lot has happened yet. It is the line-out throw. And it will be Brodie McAllister, who is taking the throw for Canterbury, taken by the number 6, which is Billy Harmon. And there is a penalty. Oh, this means... Wait, where are we on the field? Is this a chance at goal or are they kicking for the corner? That is the question. I think they might be in Otago's half, so we might actually get to see a kick here at goal. Perhaps some points on the board. No, they're going for the corner. So hopefully they will score from the line out. It was possibly kickable, although they did mention earlier about the wind was a bit of a problem at Orange Theory Stadium. Oh, Billy Harmon landed quite rough there off that line out, so that is why there was a penalty. Johnny Blaze, but get a filthy mullet, mate, and mate, you'll get all the ladies and be known as the womanizer with the long, lush mullet at the back. And Rugby Opinioneer, but hi, how are you? I am good, thank you, Rugby Opinioneer. How are you? Back to your comment, Johnny Blaze. I don't think it's not really long enough although it looks long enough there, but I don't think I should go for a mullet. That might have to be a light goal or something, perhaps. Have a mullet for a video. The Rugby Guru don't see NZ teams going for goal very often. No, they don't seem to in this Mitre 10 Cup. It's all about going for the corner. Oh, they've got a. No, Mitchell Drummond has taken it himself. They were about 10 metres out, but instead of taking the easy penalty for the 3, they are trying to score. And it is going to be Poihipi, who is only a couple metres out now. They are under advantage as well, I believe. Another advantage. Mitch Drummond has given the ball to one of the forwards. They are about 2 metres short now. Canterbury, can they get over the line? Drummond fires it out. It's a cross kick from the number 10. It's gone over his head though. And because of it, it means we are going back for the penalty. Path Satia has put, they don't go for drop goals either. That is true, Path. They really do. They didn't even practice them, according to the coaching team, for that first test match. I guess they didn't expect to need one. But I wonder if they've done any practice since then for drop kicks. Maybe they have had a couple attempts. And once again, Canterbury kicking for the corner. They know that they need tries on the board. They were only a couple metres out from the line for that penalty. Johnny Blazers, but Mitchell Drummond looks like Chucky the Killer Toll guy. He does a little bit. Johnny Blaze, don't know how to behave either. Those blokes always go wild at the local pub. The man with the mullet. Oh, they're close to the line now, but he has been held up. And they are saying it's a maul, but he did have his knees on the ground. And now, okay, so Canterbury still have the ball. It is with Harmon. They are still short of the line. He's almost over, is he? No, he's about a metre short still. Mitch Drummond now out to the number 10. Burke steps, but he has been stopped once again, and it's been knocked on. And 1 metre out from the line. It will be a scrum to Otago. And the Rugby Guru put lol Chucky. He does actually. They're showing him, and there's a little bit of a resemblance. I'm sure he doesn't like the comparison. He's probably heard it before, to be honest. But Johnny Blaze, but are you going to watch the Six Nation games, mate? I'm not sure yet. There's been that much rugby on lately that I've kind of missed them. I've watched the highlights of the Italy-Ireland game. That's about as far as I've gone. It will all depend on the time. I believe they happen in the middle of the night, but I probably will watch the highlights the next day or maybe the whole game. I'll see how it goes. I'll be flat out at the moment, getting a whole heap of videos out. And also, I guess this would be a good time to mention the podcast that I mentioned about 2 or 3 weeks ago is finally coming. We had filmed the first episode maybe like a month ago. And then, we've actually finally got the channel up and running. It hasn't had any videos yet, but we will be putting up the podcast this weekend. Oh, that's a great kick. And it somehow ended up way back in field there. But Josh Mackay has taken it. Johnny Blaze put, I wouldn't want to meet Mitchell Drummond in a dark alley at night. It'll be I'd be super scared. He does seem like a bit of a scary man, Mitch Drummond. Rugby Guru put England to win title, very unfortunately. It does seem that way. And it will be, tell you what, that's something that we may not get to see for a while, is a team between perhaps England and maybe the All Blacks or the Wallabies or anyone like that, purely because of the whole situation going on in the world. We may not get to see that for a while, but I feel like it would be interesting. And Gazella, maybe? Erasmus has put hi, Gazella. Thank you for tuning into this live stream. Johnny Blaze has put England versus Barbars, which I assume is the Welsh. Maybe? No. Who's the Barbars? Have I just offended the whole Welsh population? And the Barbar boys got pissed at the pub and apparently cost the Barbarians. Yeah, and apparently cost the English Rugby Union 2 mil in lost revenue. I heard about that. How the Barbarians went and had a few drinks and broke their lockdown. So unfortunately, that game isn't happening. France, looking sharp, aren't they, France? Yes, they are. But yeah, what was I? Oh, Josh Urani's actually having a kick at the goal. And he's got it. We've got points on the board. I can update my scoreboard. It took 25 minutes. But we have got the first points on the board. Otago are winning 3-0. I'm happy about that. They do look good. Watch out. Rugby World Cup 2023. Tell you what, I'm excited for it already. I know we're still about 2 or 3 years away, but it should be very interesting because all of these teams, I feel like in a couple of years, they will be all strong. And someone asked me a couple of weeks ago, who's going to win the World Cup in 2023, and I said it could literally go to there were about 6 or 7 different teams that I mentioned. Gazella, are you Rassie's daughter? What size shoes does your daddy wear? I'm not gonna, you don't have to answer that, Gazella. That is Johnny Blaze for you. He is a bit wild in the comments. Josh Mackay now. Hopefully those 3 points on the board mean that we are going to get a lot more. Ollie Jaeger looks a little bit slow getting up there. Hopefully he is all right. He looks a bit winded. But yeah, so we have got a podcast that the first episode will be coming out on, we're going to do Sunday. Sunday is the date for the first episode. And unfortunately, something that is very sad about it is the fact that we didn't get the microphone levels right. So because of it, my microphone sounds terrible because we had to try and get them synchronized, but we will have a lot better audio for the second one. I can guarantee that, because we will be able to work out the best levels, and we didn't really have it for that first one. But still, if anyone is interested in podcasts, be sure to check it out. Johnny Blaze has put Ollie Jaeger, the Irishman. England, South Africa, NZ, France, and Australia must be contenders. They are a pretty good list. Irish Island dark horses, that is indeed right as well. See, there's a lot of good rugby being played in the world at the moment, because for a while, England rugby, they were slightly associated with quite low scoring contests. But then you look at the Premiership And there's games where there's been about 80 points scored between the two sides. And I can't wait, to be honest. I'm glad I have Rugby Challenge 4 because I just play all the games on there. Johnny Blaze put, can't wait for the podcast, bro. Thank you very much, Johnny Blaze. What I should have done is probably had a link for it, shouldn't I? That would have been the smart option. And I don't know whether I'll actually be able to find it by just searching for it, which is slightly unfortunate. I'll have a quick look while we are once again waiting for something to happen in this game. I can't even remember what I called the channel. That is not ideal. For anyone wondering, I cannot see your comments. I am trying to find the channel. Can you find a channel that doesn't have any videos? That might be a problem. We haven't uploaded on it yet. Yeah, I don't think we are going to be able to find it. I'll go back to the comments. We are all right, though. So, filter. This week. Channel. No, we haven't got it. I can't remember what I called it. That is unfortunate. Thomas Joe, but can you name a starting 15 of players who are unlucky to miss out on the squad? That's a good question, Thomas Joe. Well, I might need to get a pen and paper out because to cover all of the positions, the throw wasn't straight. So we have got another line-out issue for Canterbury. I'm going to just write a quick list of 1 to 15. I'll try my best. I might not be able to fill some positions. And of course, we are talking about the squad going to Australia or who are already in Australia. Johnny Blaze put, England have some wicked talent coming through. Their ranks, their loose forwards are mammoth-sized man mountains. They are. They've got some strong players, England. It would be interesting to see how they match up to these Southern Hemisphere teams. Right. So I'm doing a list of the players who were unfortunate not to get in the squad. For anyone wondering why I am looking down, looking like I'm not even paying attention. But the answer is that I am trying to work it out. Because, right, well, props. I feel like there's a lot of good props in the country, so it's hard to pick one who should have missed out. So I might go back to props. Number 2, the hooker. I have put Ash Dixon, purely because he does have quite a few good moments playing for Otago and also for the Highlanders. He had a good Super Rugby Aotearoa. Asafa Amua, though, I feel does deserve that spot. He played very well as well. But he is who I will go with for my number 2. That was unlucky to miss out. Or who else have we got? Number 7, I could write a whole novel about. I'll mix it up a little bit. I'll go for 3-ish, which is I'm going to go with Dylan Hunt, Lachlan Boshier, and we also mentioned one earlier, who, of course, I've slightly forgotten. Tom Christie. He played well as well, so he could have been in there. Number 10, you'd say maybe a Josh Ioane. I'm just kind of writing a whole list here. I feel like I should come back to that. But Otago are still only 3-0 up at the moment. We are waiting for something else to happen. Oh, thank you, Rugby Guru. He has come in and given me a good list. Mark Talia, Boshier, Jordan. Would that be Will Jordan, Josh Ioane, and Jonah Nariki is the list. So that is pretty much, we've got about 4 backs there, which helps me out because I hadn't done backs yet. So that is good. But yeah, there's a lot of players who only just, I feel, missed out. Christie and Tu'u as well from the Rugby Guru. So yeah, we've got a lot of players who we could have in that lineup, but they've got a lot of strength in their lineup, so they felt like they didn't. Thomas Joe put, didn't Will Jordan make it? He did. He did make it into that squad, but unfortunately, he's not playing in this match. But he is in the squad, though. That is a good point, Thomas Joe. Johnny Blaze put the ginger hair bloke from the Blues. That is Tom Robinson, who you are talking about, is the ginger-haired bloke from the Blues. He is playing for Northland at the moment in the Mitre 10 Cup. Still playing well as well. So, yeah, that could be another one. So there's so many. Like, I feel like at this stage, oh, that's a little chip in behind. Or a little... We're going back for a penalty, though. Lueri, the lock as well. And Johnny Blaze has put Josh Dixon, Pari Parkinson. Yeah, we got a big list. Something that I'm looking at possibly doing is kind of having what am I talking about? I've gone blank. Doing a kind of All Blacks first team versus a team of everyone who didn't get into the All Blacks, like the best of the Mitre 10 Cup, is something that I am planning on doing very soon. But yeah, I think surely Canterbury are taking the 3 here. Isaiah Walker-Lawea, that is the one. Johnny Blaze, I believe. Yeah, that's the one from the Rugby Guru. There are some hard names to pronounce. I only learnt how to pronounce Lester Whaina Anuku very recently, and I think I still put an extra R in the middle of it. I think it may just be Lester Whaina Anuku. No, there is an A in there, surely. Lester Whaina, and yeah, it's fun to say, isn't it? But we have got Canterbury now. It is 3-3. Very quiet game. We normally see a lot more tries in the first half of a Mitre 10 Cup game. Via Fafita from Thomas Joe, that is a very good one as well. I actually put him in my Rugby Challenge 4-1 because I couldn't get Tupavai for some reason, even though he is in my game. Johnny plays, but I just can't think of props. Hayden Johnson from Highland. Not sure what happened there with your Johnny Blaze. Canterbury have once again got this ball from the kickoff. We are 33 minutes in, and it is 3-3 in the scoreline. And we are waiting for the breakthrough moment when someone scores a try, but we haven't quite had it yet, sadly. Alex Fidel, he looks like a devastating ball runner, but weak scrummager. That's the thing. We've got some good running props, and then we've also got some good props in the scrums. And it's the same with the likes of the number 7 and everything. We've got some who are very good in the breakdown and some who are very good with tackling. And so it's just trying to find the right... Oh, that's a good run from Billy Harmon. I'll come back to that. It was a step. And he's still going, Billy Harmon, but he's been tackled low. It looked a little bit awkward. But Josh Ioane makes the tackle. It has gone to Fergus Burke now, tackled by Hamilton. Did the Highlanders prop make the broader squad? Tokolea or something? Tokolahi, Thomas Joe said. I'm not sure. They must have a few players that they've got ready on call just in case they need them. But then the biggest problem is that whole quarantine, how you got to quarantine yourself for a while. That kind of messes it up a little bit. Because the likes of Adi Savia and everyone who is still in the country, they have got a little bit longer before they get to go over. But he did have a baby daughter, I think it was. So congratulations to him. Mitch Drummond with the offload. Good hands from Fergus Burke out to Luke Romano now. Runs straight at Honock. Honock was not happy with that, so he makes the tackle. Mitch Drummond playing halfback. Goes out to Reid Prinsep with a good run. Oh, that's not good. The number 6 probably just lost a couple teeth. Oh, it's been stolen by the number 8 for the not the Highlanders, Otago. Okay, well, I must be overly tired because I'm like slurring a lot of my words. It has been a big week. That ball it's the field. That field's got to be on a lean. The ball, he was kicking for touch, and it all of a sudden just came back round again. It's taken very well. That was a big contact between those two players. Hamilton, they have got the advantage, Otago. Sio Tompkinson back, trying to make an impact. Offloads it to Nariki. He is stepping around a little bit. And he has hit the gap well. They have still got the advantage. Good run from Honick there. Hamilton now to Josh Ioane. Oh, was that forward? Yes, it was. So unfortunately, what's your thoughts on Fekitoa? He was a really great player. NZ let slip. That is true. Rugby Guru. I remember they were saying he was going to be the next big thing in the centres for a little bit. He is playing for, I believe it's the Wasps now in the English Premiership. I haven't really seen too many of those games, so I'm not sure how he's going. But yeah, another player. There's just, unfortunately, there's a list of quite a few players who the All Blacks just haven't quite got right in terms of developing them into better players. And kind of they give up on them pretty early, a lot of those players, unfortunately. Johnny Blaze put Kitsoffs is the world's premier loosehead, in my personal opinion. I hope the Bok still get to host the Lions tour next year. That is true. Is that going to still happen? Kitsoff, a beast from the Rugby Guru. If you want to know South African rugby, he is the one to go to. The Rugby Guru. Molly and Angus Tarvell. Of course, Tarvell didn't actually get in the squad, did he? He is a good point, Thomas Joe, for props. I feel like props is the position that you know all the names, but then when you're asked to say the names, you can't think of them. Like Angus Tarvell is quite an obvious one that I feel like I should have been able to think of. And it's a good point. Atumoli, poor bloke's quad muscle ripped off his thigh bone. Ouch. That would bloody hurt, wouldn't it? Like, yeah, that's no good. Hopefully he does have an all right recovery. It is still 3-0 3-all at the moment in this match. Josh Ioane kicking for the corner. Maybe we will see an Otago try before the end of this match. Johnny Blaze playing outside the great Jimmy Gothard at Wasps. Tell you what, I saw that the other day. I saw he was in their lineup. And it was a name that I was like, hang on. I remember him because I don't know whether you guys remember a while ago when Bluebird were doing like the chips and you could get rugby cards of the Super. At that time, it was the Super 14 New Zealand teams, I believe. It was still the same 5 as it is today. But yeah, you could get little rugby cards with the players' information on it. And one of the Hurricanes one was Jimmy Gothard. And I thought, yeah, that name is familiar. They've got a few New Zealanders. I've also got Lima Sapawanga, I believe, and also Tuamua Allen, I believe, is the prop, isn't it? Otago trying to score here. It's been a quiet game, I'm going to be honest. It hasn't left me a lot to commentate on. I haven't really actually told you guys about what's going on. Rugby Guru put thoughts on Terry Black. He had a very good Super Rugby Aotearoa. Is that going to be a try one moment? No. He has got back Fergus Burke there. So it will be, they are going back for a penalty, but thoughts on Terry Black. I feel he had a good Super Rugby Aotearoa. And I think that was due to the fact that Bowden Barrett was also kind of helping him out in terms of Bowden Barrett's very good at reading the play, and I feel like he passed quite a bit of that knowledge on to Terry Black throughout that season. And he's another player that in the last couple of years has kind of appeared. And if you say Josh Ioane would be third for the first 5, I feel like Terry Black has got to be up there in terms of 4th or 5th choice, and maybe even 3rd if he keeps playing well for the All Blacks, because if they are going to keep playing Bowden Barrett at 15, which I'm not sure whether they should, but if they are going to keep playing Bowden Barrett at 15, I think you could look at bringing in another first 5, and then you've got Josh Ioane or Terry Black. Who else have they got? Not Garden Bishop. He has had a bit of a shocker at times. Chiefs, Aaron Cruden, he's not going to. The South African Durban Sharks or the other South African Sharks playing in the Premiership, lol. Good question, Rugby Guru. I'm going to pass that one over to you. Barrett wasted at fullback, though. That is true. It's a joke. Fozzie played Beauden Barrett at fullback. I feel like he should be at 10 and his little bro at 15. That would be a great combo. Beauden at 10, Geordie at 15. Because then you can look at, in the video I did with the Rugby Guru, we actually mentioned about how there's a lot of wingers who could be getting a chance, but instead, because of Geordie Barrett being on the wing, Josh Ioane has kicked that ball out. I haven't even updated my scoreboard. So I better do that. But the score is 6-3. I don't want to say it because I'm not sure if I'm correct. But this has got to be one of the lowest Mitre 10 Cup scoring games at halftime since the start. Should join Pro 16 next year, said the Rugby Guru. See, that'll be another competition that's quite good to watch. We're going to have too much rugby on. At the moment, like this weekend, we've got about 5 games. And there just doesn't seem to be enough time in the day to watch them all. Definitely not with making as many videos as we do. Johnny Blaze, but yeah, I can't wait to watch the South Africa teams annihilate the pro teams. That would be good to watch. It's an interesting one because you never really get to see it because, yes, you watch South Africa, England, and South Africa did win the World Cup, but we haven't really seen the slightly lower, or not really lower league, but just the words don't work for me tonight. The province teams, maybe. Is province the right word? We don't see the next level down from international. We don't see them playing Southern versus Northern very often. And Cheetah's out of pro rugby next year, but playing best rugby in South Africa at the moment. And Leinster dominance will be gone soon. That is a big shout, Rugby Guru, but I think you could almost be right there. It will be very interesting. Now, I haven't looked into it too much. Do you know when the Pro 16 is starting, Rugby Guru? I know next year, but do you have like a month, perhaps? Since I am having a shocker today. But the game is quite low scoring at the moment, sadly. Normally with a try, you can talk about the try that happened and a bit more, but at the moment, we haven't had any of them. Johnny Blazers put Leinster will get a taste of South Africa rugby. Woohoo. That is correct. It should be interesting. There's a few probably dream matchups that people have wanted to see for a long time that they will finally get to between sides that maybe they thought they'd never see play each other. So it will be a very interesting competition. We have once again, well, we've got ads at the moment. Thomas Joe, Sean Stevenson, Sean Wainui, Salisi Rayasi. Oh, we've got, that's back to the players who are missing out. Thomas Joe put, yeah, that's you. Yes, Stephen Wainui and Salisi Rayasi. I actually put Salisi Rayasi on my Rugby Challenge 4-1 because I felt like he would be a good replacement. Johnny Blaze, but no, not Sean. Only cares for his dreadlocks. Wainui. Now, Johnny Blaze, we've got to be careful because someone called Sean Wainui is subscribed to the channel, although I don't believe it is the real one. I think it is just a fan account. Rugby Guru put no, still discussing the competition. That is all right. So both teams in this match, they've had their slight chances, but it's been a bit of good defence that's just kind of shut them out. And no one's been able to find that try line yet. Only 3 penalties being converted. We will have a quick look at the statistics quickly. We are sitting on 9 likes at the moment. I'm happy with that. We've had a relatively quiet live stream today, but there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it is good just to have the more chilled out one. Less flat out, because I have a feeling it could be a bit flat out tomorrow for the All Blacks versus Wallabies. Yeah, Billy Harmon had a good first half. So did Reid Prinsep for Canterbury. But the halftime statistics are 66% possession to Canterbury, 52% territory to Otago. Time and opposition 22s, round about 2.5 minutes each. Tackles 78 by Otago, 41 from Canterbury. They have defended well. Yeah, we are waiting for the second half to start back up. Thomas Joe put, who are we rooting for? Is that for the All Blacks Wallabies, Thomas Joe, or Canterbury Otago? I will find out that, but I guess I could answer both. A slight part of me kind of wants the Wallabies to win just so that we can get a fourth match that is all to play for. But then also I feel like I do want the All Blacks to win that one. And then in this match, we are rooting for any team but Canterbury. Johnny Blaze says, tell you what, they've had a rough season, Canterbury. I feel like Otago actually could beat them here. And that's not just from scoreline. That's just off form and everything. Rick Bryson put Otago plus 5.5, but that's just a degenerate live bet. It is, yeah, I mean, Otago, if they can score early in the second half, I feel like they can take this game, but if they leave this game close for too long, Canterbury have always, and the Crusaders, they've always been known for bringing their A game for that last 20 minutes and in the end actually like stealing it from certain teams. So I feel like if they can keep it close, Canterbury, they have a good chance of winning. But if Otago can score first, I think they have a good chance. But it still could go either way. And I am looking forward to the second half. Hopefully we get a couple tries. Yeah. We have had a quiet live stream. I enjoy it though. Sometimes it's nice to just take a step back and just sit, you know? Steve Hansen has a huge sagging stomach, doesn't he? I think old Steve overindulging too much. Of course, he signed a deal with the NRL, didn't he? Steve. Good old Steve. Done well for himself, Steve Hansen. Yeah. I've been flat out editing and recording and everything for the past about 3 days straight. I think I've done way too many hours. So me just sitting here is probably the only break I'll get for the next 4 days or so. So I am happy enough just sitting here, although it's not very entertaining if I just sit like this and watch the game. But I'll just chat with you guys in the chat. I will ask the question, who in the chat is watching the game at the moment as well as watching? Because if you are just relying off my commentary to tell you what's going on, I can only tell you the score because I haven't really been filling you in on any other information so far. Yeah, we are looking like we are close to the start of the second half. It's good to see. Yeah, they have had more possession, Canterbury, so Rick Bryson put, I'm watching a stream waiting for half. That is a good point. I guess this is kind of like a halftime filler for when the game's not playing. Sorry, it hasn't really been that entertaining. I haven't really said a lot during this halftime. Hopefully you found some enjoyment out of it. We are normally more chatty than this. But yeah, tomorrow's live stream with the All Blacks versus Wallabies should be a very good one. And we will be bringing back, it's still sitting here, the beanie with all of the questions, the jokes and everything. So we have got a good chance. Good chance of filling in these gaps. Johnny Blaze, but he's associated with the Canterbury Bulldogs. He must be the head desserts chef. And Thomas Joe put, I don't care. I assume that's to watching the game. Yeah, we are just waiting for the second half to start at the moment. I'm trying to hype it up, but the game is still 3-6. So it's been very quiet. Oh, and by the sounds of it, Fergus Burke might have a bit of an injury. So that is not good news for Canterbury, but we will wait and see. They haven't showed their lineup yet, but I assume they will be showing it very soon. So it seems like, yes, Fergus Burke is injured. So he will be not on the field anymore, and the replacement for him is Brett Cameron. I will get rid of half time on the end of this because we are very close to the second half getting underway. There we go. Right. Almost second half time. Anyone who is just tuning in, we are watching Canterbury versus Otago. It's been a pretty quiet game so far. Rick Bryson has put, do you expect Canterbury to win still? It all depends what happens in this first maybe about 15 minutes. If Otago can score once or twice early in this half, I don't think Canterbury will come back, but Canterbury are known for that last minute try. So I feel like if it's close and no one scores up until maybe the 60th minute, I think Canterbury will win this game. But then saying that, they aren't really the Canterbury that we know, because they just haven't really had a great run so far. It just came up saying that the last time Otago led against Canterbury at halftime was 2014. So they've already accomplished something, Otago. But the question is, can they manage to lead at the end of 80? We are very close. And the whistle has been blown. Just kicked high. Taken well by Manu. No, it wasn't. It was Karoi. I'm having a shocker, to be honest. Hamilton now fires it back. Josh Ioane with a good kick downfield, down the middle. Oh, a little bit of communication problems there. Almost ran into each other, but Mackay takes that one. Josh Mackay now back to Jaeger. Gives it to the number 12, who is Poiepi. Johnny Blaze, but I'm watching you on data now. I'm taking my wife for a manual driving lesson. She's not very confident at manual. We are going to dinner. I hope, have you got headphones in, Johnny Blaze, or can she hear me as well? And does she know that you say that she's not very confident in a manual? But anyway, if she is listening, hello, Johnny Blaze's wife. Welcome to the live stream. It's a good step from McLeod. He made a couple meters there, Dallas. Little kick in behind from Brett Cameron, chasing hard Brett Cameron, and also the number 14. It is Karoi who's cleaned it up well. He's doing a little bit of stepping, but tackled in the end by McLeod. Oh, Johnny Blaze, you're asking a good question there. What should we eat, mate? McDonald's, Burger King, and ideas, mate. Well, tell you what, that's a hard decision. The problem here where I live is we've got to go half an hour to get like McDonald's or BK or anything like that, which is very unfortunate. But I would say, what's your order normally, Johnny Blaze, from each one? I will have to know that. Nariki tries to offload, but has found Romano. I'm out. Cheers, gents, from Rick Bryson. Thank you for tuning in, Rick. Hope you enjoy the rest of the game. Canterbury have got the ball now. Mitch Drummond out to Brett Cameron, who slips, but he has played it on the ground, which means it is a penalty. And Otago have now got this ball. It's an extremely quiet game at the moment. We haven't really had too much action. There's been all right rugby. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just no one's really been able to score, which is very unfortunate for us. Because as a live stream, you want all-out action so that you can talk about it. The ball was not out from Josh Ioane. Ollie Jaeger with a good little run there. Drummond with the kick in behind, but it is covered well by Josh Ioane. He looks like he's going to try and run this now. He passes out to Karoi now. Filamoni Karoi tries to find the gap, and he is going Poyabi. Oh, but he's knocked the ball on. So there is an advantage to the Crusaders. Well, he had some speed on him. The Otago defender. And the ball is back with Otago now. Nareki with the ball on the inside. C.O. Tompkinson, we're going to see a try. And C.O. Tompkinson has scored for Otago. C.O. Tompkinson, the man who was suspended for 6 weeks, he is back. And he has scored his first try of the season. And it came at an ideal time for Otago just after the first half had started. Second half had started. Mitch Drummond now. It's gone out to Brett Cameron. He was extremely lucky to get missed by, I believe it was Manu flying up. And C.O. Tompkinson on the inside. Receives it from Nareki. And it is a try. Johnny Blaze put a good answer. Coupon deals, mate. I'm frugal with spending monies. BK is double barbecue bacon, double cheeseburger. Yes, get that. I love that. Dines do meal with chips and a drink. McDonald's 2 Big Macs and chips deal thing. I know what one I would take. I would take that barbecue bacon, double cheeseburger every day of the week, I think. So Tomlinson, the high tackler, he must have learned his tackle technique off Owen Farrell. He must have. He almost got more time than Farrell did as well, which is interesting. Of course, Owen Farrell, I believe his sentence got slightly reduced. Josh Ioane has missed that one. So it is 11-3 to Otago still. Thomas Joe has put Jesse, you get a lot, which I assume was Johnny, you get a lot. Yeah, wait, so Johnny, is times two both for you, or times 2 is in what your wife gets as well? Is a good question. Michael Collins is on the field now for Otago. And that's instead of Jonah Nareki. Interesting. So maybe a little bit of an injury there. I have to say, Johnny Blaze, now I want BK and I can't get it. So that is sad. That could be a little treat although I was going to say after the live stream tomorrow, but I don't know if a midnight barbecue bacon double cheeseburger is the way to go. Canterbury looking like they want to score some points now. Little chip in behind. Michael Collins. They are going back for the take in the air. So we are going to be going back for it. I almost feel at this point I could almost remove, I could have a different title other than Canterbury versus Otago. Because I haven't mentioned the game a lot this live stream so far. I've just kind of been chatting away to the chat. Johnny Blaze put 2 burgers and chips just for me. Wife said we are off to BK, mate. Thanks for the input. Can she hear me, Johnny Blaze? Or did you just tell her what I said? Because BK, I should get sponsored by BK, shouldn't I? The way I sold it, I'll eat a barbecue bacon double cheeseburger for you, mate. I guess if that's what has to be done, hopefully you do enjoy it. Hopefully you get a good one. They've got another advantage, Canterbury. Now they're going to try and drive with their maul. They've got an advantage 5 metres out from the line. Shouldn't be any issues getting this over the line, I wouldn't think. Leonard Brown has a good run. It's close to the line now. And he has his back. McLeod has been driven back. Thomas Joe and Canterbury have scored now. Mitch Drummond, as Johnny Blaze called him, the man who looks a bit like Chucky, has managed to score. So this one is getting a little bit closer now. Although they are checking it, so I might not update my scoreboard yet. Right. So is this going to be a try is the question. Oh, I think he has put it down, Mitch Drummond. So I believe that will be a try. Oh, yeah, I believe he has got that one down. So I will be adding the points to the board. There we go. That is the updated scoreboard. Kiwi Boy has put hi. Hi, Kiwi Boy. Welcome to the live stream. It's a very quiet one today. We are chilling out for this live stream. The big live stream is tomorrow's one. So we are just quietly ticking along here. This game's starting to heat up. Could be close. But they are still checking the grounding. But I believe it will be called a try. Yes, it is a try. And it is actually 8-11 at the moment. Gotta go, boys. I'll be back later if you're still on. Cheers, bro. Thank you, Johnny Blaze, for tuning in. Enjoy those barbecue bacon double cheeseburgers. Hopefully you do get some pretty good ones. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow, if not later on today. So it will be Brett Cameron taking this kick here for the Canterbury side. Wife can hear you too. BK sponsorship. Yeah, bro, you deserve that. Cheers, mate. Should I reach out? No, I probably shouldn't reach out to them yet. We aren't really a big enough channel to be getting sponsored by Burger King yet, I don't think. Although I could wear one of their crowns, couldn't I? That could be good for marketing. Thank you for coming, Johnny Blaze. We are still going. It is going to be 10-11 now. And Otago almost retained that one, so they have got an advantage. So because of it now, it is scrum feed to Otago. They're trying to answer back very quickly here. Yes, we are still going. In this live stream, 10 to Canterbury, 11 to Otago. I am actually, one of the other Kiwi lads has messaged me, but he is not coming on the stream, sadly. So we are all there. I will be by myself. But the Otago team have now got a scrum. We are waiting for it to happen. Anyone in the comments, why did you pick that logo though? Is that for that one up there, Thomas Joe? I'll wait to see what you say to that. Yeah, if it is that logo up in that corner, that was actually created by one of the other, but yeah, it was created by one of the other Kiwi lads, which was Isaac. And the reason it does need updated, because now that we're the Kiwi lads, aka the Musketeers, it used to be the Musketeers, which is why there's that T across and then the M, because we were known as the Musketeers. So we need to update that. It was going to possibly be looking at a New Year thing, but the podcast is coming out very soon. In fact, it will be out on Sunday on a different channel called the Kiwi Lads Podcast. But I believe since we haven't got any videos and any subscribers, you can't really find it yet. So I will have to get that link and start putting it in the description. And for the first episode, it is just me and Isaac chatting away. Yeah, so at the moment, Josh Ioane out to Michael Collins, Co Tompkinson. Can Otago break open this game? Hamilton off to Honick. Hamilton now to Josh Ioane, picking who he's going to pass to. Michael Collins. He's looked good since he came on the field. Manu now having a bit of a run. Nasi Manu off. Oh, no. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is. Karoi scores the try for Otago. Nasimanu Karoi was extremely close to the sideline, and they are going to check it because they feel he might have been a little bit too close. So they are going upstairs. So we are going to have to wait to see if it is 16 points to Otago. They are checking the touchline. We are waiting to see Nasimanu with a good run. Gives it to Karoi. Oh, that's close. That's close. He's still close. Somehow he might have stayed in field, but it's very close. It's that first one. Is that on the line? It might be just that. It's interesting. It may have been out, but we are waiting to see. They are still waiting for a result of that TMO decision. He's not clearly in touch. I will have to update my scoreboard now. And the score will now be 16-10 to Otago over Canterbury. The question is, can Canterbury get back into this match now? They are 8 points, or they will be 8 points behind if it's converted. Tell you what, he was extremely close to the sideline there. And it is going to be Joshuani taking the conversion. Is he going to be able to convert it, making it an 8-point contest? That is the question. We are 52 minutes into this match at the moment. Can Joshuani get it? He missed his last one that was relatively in the same position. It went out to the right, but it is, it's curled round. And it has missed, which means, unfortunately for Otago, still a 6-point game, which means a converted try for Canterbury could lead to the win for them, which isn't really what they want, but it was very well done from Vilamoni Karoi there. He managed to score the try, and we are now going to have to wait and see whether or not Canterbury will get back into this match. 6 points isn't a lot, though. I feel like they can make that up pretty easy. Hamilton looking to kick this one. Nasimanu is now off the field for Misiloi, sorry. And Elton has come on the field. That might be Otago's ball. Yes, it is. Hamilton, take it quick. He has. And now they are using their back line. They've gone out to Vilamoni Karoi again, next to the sideline that he managed to avoid last time. Hamilton now out to the number one, who was, it would have been, who's their number one? McIntosh, that's the one. Vilamoni Karoi with another run. Hamilton now to the number 4. It is Will Tucker, who had a little run there, but Hamilton now back to Joshuani. Co Tompkinson offloads it to Manu, who's still on the field. They said that he came off earlier, but he is still out there. But Mitch Drummond over that ball very early, and he has won the penalty for his side, just outside Canterbury's 22. Not releasing ball was the penalty. Well done from Mitch Drummond. And because of it now, Brett Cameron gets a chance to kick for touch. He's going to try and get a lot of metres on this, which it is a very good kick. And they are going to be in Otago's half now. But yeah, Nasimanu, they said that he came off. And it was going to be for Misiloi. But he is still on the field. So I'm not sure what happened there. But he is still out there, Nasimanu, and looking very strong in this matchup. Sam Derry has been subbed for, it was Fetu Douglas, who is now on the field. he could make an impact on this game. It is still close, 10-16. So, it's gone over, and Canterbury have got their ball now. Brett Cameron has a little run. He's tackled low and well by, it would have been Slade McDowell. Drummond now out to McLeod. Otago have been defending quite well in this match. They've made more tackles, I believe. Brett Cameron with the little sneaky kick. It was one of those banana kick shaped ones. And it's gone in behind. It is claimed well by Josh Ioane. He's gone out to Michael Collins now, who is going to put it on the boot. It's a good kick downfield, but it has found Josh Mackay. And now he's going to start running. He was calling his shots. They have still got the ball here. Mitch Drummond now. It's a good run from Daniel Leonard Brown there. And there's an advantage. So if they're going for the drop kick here from Brett Cameron, and he's got it straight down the middle, Brett Cameron. So because of that, they had the advantage. Kiwi Gamer says hello. Hello, Kiwi Gamer. Welcome to the live stream. They had the advantage. So Brett Cameron just said, hang on, I'll just stick it on the drop kick. And he got it from about maybe 40-something meters out. And he made it look easy. Kiwi Gamer put, I'm not watching the game at the moment. Liam Coltman is down in the background. But yeah, Kiwi Gamer, this game at halftime was 3-6. Both teams have scored 10 points in the second half so far. And we are only 15 minutes in. Liam Coltman, it doesn't look good. So he will be off the field, and it will be Ricky Jackson coming on. It doesn't look good for Coltman at all. That could be quite a long injury, and that will be a hit to Otago, because he has been playing well this season. It doesn't look good for Liam Coltman. Kiwi Gamer put, I'm watching now. What's your score prediction, Kiwi Gamer? We are sitting 16-13 to Otago. Canterbury just got the drop kick to make it a little bit closer. And I feel like Canterbury, they aren't out of this match at all. Fires it back, Drummond to Brett Cameron, who's got a big boot. He sent it downfield. Claimed well by Michael Collins. He's played well since coming on the field. Josh Ioane now going for a big kick in behind. But has found Brett Cameron. And I don't know if you want to have a kicking battle with Brett Cameron. That's a huge kick. Oh, what a kick that is. He's kicked it from inside his own 22 back into Otago's 22, and they have taken the throw quickly now. And now it is the number 14. It is Vahakolo who finds touch. And tell you what, that wasn't the best move from the Otago team there. You don't want to play a kicking battle, a game of force back with Brett Cameron. Kiwi Gamer has put 21-20. Otago win. Okay, so Otago would score once more. Perhaps Canterbury scoring and converting. Could be a good match. If that is the case, we are still pretty close. Could go either way at this stage. It's claimed well by Ricky Jackson over the back of the line out. Honick just shoved everyone out of the way. Hamilton now out to Josh Ioane. C.O. Tompkinson, the man who scored the try earlier, has run into his own player, and that's going to be a penalty. So unfortunately for them, it was McDowell who was in front. So because of it, I would say now, it could be, I'm not sure, they look like they may have been setting up for the scrum. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. This match is close. The question is, are Canterbury going to play like they normally do for the last 20 minutes and really speed it up and possibly make Otago run out of gas, or are Otago going to go for that strategic use of their backline that they've been doing so well so far this season that's led to them winning a few games? Mitch Drummond is going to have the scrum feed here for the Canterbury team. The question is, what are they going to do with it if they win it? Rich Drummond now fires it back to Brett Cameron, who is going to be... The stream is glitching a bit, says Kiwi Gamer. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully It will sort itself out. I'll just have a quick look to see if I can fix that in any way. But while I am checking that, it is Mitch Drummond now. Goes to Cameron. Mackay. Canterbury still have the ball here. It is going to be Mitch Drummond trying to do fancy feet. That is a knock on, so it will be a scrum. Right, my speeds say that it should be all right, Kiwi Gamer. So sorry if it is glitching for you. It could be my end though. So if it is, I am very sorry about that. Hopefully it's not too bad and you are still able to watch along. Mitch Drummond does all right, Brett Cameron, and then it just hits Josh Mackay. So it is a knock on against Canterbury there. So Otago will have the scrum feed. Right. The scrum is about to be set. We are back. It will be Kane Hamilton for Otago feeding this one in. We are 60 minutes into this match. So the question is, are Canterbury going to come from behind and win this one? Or are Otago going to hang on to this lead, possibly score one or two more times? Hamilton now out to Josh Ioane. Goes to Co Tompkinson. Quick hands. And they are using their backline well. Vaakolo. Oh, they have missed the ball there. Was claimed. No, it's a knock on. Which means, unfortunately, we are going back for the scrum. Once again, as soon as I mentioned that it was going to slowly pick up here, we have got a lot of drop ball happening. So that is quite unfortunate. But I'm still on the fence of who is going to win this match. It is close. Ollie Jaeger is coming off the field now for Tamati Williams. Ollie Jaeger, he had a decent game. He is getting the applause from the Orange Theory Stadium. So it will be this feed it will be Canterbury who have this scrum feed. Honeck has come off the field for Sasagi as well. Tucker off the field for Regan. So a few subs being made by both sides. Who will make the biggest impact on the second half? That is the question. Anyone in the comments, I would love to hear what you think the score will be. Whether it's changed. If Kiwi Gamer is still there, have you changed your mind, Kiwi Gamer? Are you sticking with your score of 21 to Otago, 20 to Canterbury? It's a good kick downfield. Taken well by Vilamoni Karoya. He's had a good game so far. It's a big kick downfield. Has found touch. So it will be Canterbury's line out. The question is, will they retain their line out? No, they have stopped. They have been warned, Otago. If they close the gap, they will have a free kick against them. It's thrown in. Gallister. Mitch Drummond now goes to Brett Cameron. They're using their backs and their forwards here, Canterbury. But it has been stolen by... No, they managed to get it back, Otago. No, Canterbury. The Eel has put high. Hi, the Eel. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for tuning in. What is your prediction for this match? We are 62 and a half minutes in. And the score is currently 13 to Canterbury, 16 to Otago. So it's a good run from Fetu Douglas. Thomas Joe has put 23 all. Oh, and then who would win Golden Point, Thomas Joe? Oh, Josh Mackay, we might not need to. They are just outside the 22, but Michael Collins almost stole that one, and he did. So because of it, Otago will get the penalty. Yeah, Thomas Joe, who are you picking for Golden Point? Canterbury, of course, winning their Golden Point one against Wellington in the end. So the question is, would they be able to do it twice in a row if it did end 23-0 or 23-all? Looks like Otago will be kicking for touch here. It is the best option for them. Drummond to Josh Mackay. He broke the gap. Hunter Lowry has put how much time? It is currently sitting on 63 minutes, Hunter. We've got 17 more minutes, and the score is 16 Otago, 13 Canterbury. I assume by your logo that you are a Highlanders fan. Am I right in thinking that you want Otago to win? Thomas Joe has put Canterbury sadly, with a very sad face. For your sake, Thomas Joe, I hope not, because that is a very sad emoji that you've put there. But the question here is, now that they had that free kick, that is a line out to Otago. They might be able to score off this one. Their backlines look pretty sharp, Otago. It just hasn't quite got them the tries that they want. Nasi Manu comes off the field now. The line out is good. And Missy Loy has come on the field now. Otago using that rolling maul that they are so good at. The Eel has put 23. That is 23-22 to Canterbury. Oh no, 23 to Otago, 22 to Canterbury. So that would mean that Canterbury will be scoring another 9 points. But Canterbury have now got the turnover here. The question is, are they close enough? I've said the question is a lot in this live stream. I don't normally say it. I don't know why it's become my slogan for today. But Otago managing to win the rolling maul. But then Luke Romano just sneaks his way through. And sneaks back and then grabs that ball. Doesn't let it go. Thomas Joe put, I am Wellington Hurricanes fan. Eel has put same. Hurricanes are a good team. By any chance, have you guys been watching the Hurricanes career mode that I've been doing on Rugby Challenge 4? Perhaps. Where I am managing the Hurricanes, trying to make them into champions, and we are getting close to the playoff games at the moment in terms of the uploads. There will be an episode tomorrow and an episode on Sunday as well. Fahakolo has kicked it downfield. Taken by Josh Mackay, who kicks it high. Taken well by Collins with the little kick in behind as well. At the moment, both teams playing territory. It's a good kick though, and because of it, Brett Cameron will get to kick it. The whole stream you have been talking about BK, said Thomas Joe. We haven't mentioned it since Johnny Blaze left, but now that you've mentioned it, Thomas Joe, now it just makes me want BK once again. Sadly. But the Eel has put, yep, hopefully you guys are enjoying that career mode. The thing is, between these two sides, well, not really these two sides, but the two teams up from these sides, the Highlanders and the Crusaders, they are my next two teams. And I've got to do a career mode as one of them, but I haven't actually decided yet. So while you guys are on the live stream, I guess I could ask you guys, would you prefer to see a Highlanders career mode or a Crusaders career mode after the Hurricanes one? They are going back for the penalty to Canterbury there. And I feel like they're 3 points behind. I feel like they've got to take the 3 here. Yes, they are going to. Who will win the third test at ANZ? I said in one of my predictions that it's either going to be I said if Australia win, it's going to be by less than 7. But if the All Blacks win, it could be by more than 20, was my prediction. But I'm hoping we are in for a high-scoring contest in this one tomorrow. It should be a good match. The Eel has put Crusaders as the pick. I believe we are sitting pretty much 50-50 with that option. I think both teams have had, I believe it's about 3 people have said to do the Crusaders, and that was one of the 3. And then we've also got 3 saying do the Highlanders. So it could come down to a coin flip at this stage. But whatever team I don't do next, I will definitely be doing after that. But Brett Cameron now taking the kick. Can he convert? That's the question. And he has converted, so all of a sudden this match is sitting at 16 all. And at this stage, he scored a drop kick earlier, Brett Cameron. Could he get another one to win them the game? Thomas Joe has also put the Crusaders. That seems like the team that is getting more support. So I feel like it is very likely that it will be a Crusaders career mode. Yeah, make sure if I do the Crusaders that you do support the series. That will show me that it was the right decision. But now Canterbury have the ball once again. Drummond fires it back to Brett Cameron. It was slightly charged down. Taken well by Josh Ioane there. He's fired it over to Michael Collins, who's looked sharp. Once he's come on the field, little kick across the field. He has kept the ball in as well. Michael Collins now round the side. He's just blocked him there. The number 6, it was Billy Harmon. That was a little bit dirty there. No one knows where the ball is. And now Otago have got the penalty. The question is, do they take the 3 here? Otago get back ahead, or do they go for the corner and risk not getting the points for the sake of trying to get a try? Offside at ruck was the call. That was brilliantly kept in by, it was Charles Elton. Or Elton, sorry. Close game from the Eel, it is indeed. It could go either way still. Thomas Joe put flashbacks of AB's game. Is that something you'd like to see, Thomas Joe, on the channel perhaps? The saddest thing is I'm not allowed to show the game, which is very unfortunate because it would be great in this case with the Mitre 10 Cup to have the Mitre 10 Cup sitting up in that corner so you guys could see the game as well to see what I'm talking about, because I feel like I don't explain it that well, but unfortunately I don't have the licensing to be able to do that, sadly. But the drive, they're trying to drive it here, Otago. They did kick for the corner. They've been told to use it once. They are just shuffling sideways at the moment, but now they're looking like they're going to start driving. Hamilton off the back. No, it wasn't. It was Ascot. He's come on the field. Now Michael Collins with the offload. Vahakolo is 5 meters out from the line. Ascot. The pass was a little bit high. No, it was a reference to this game. Tell you what, it's about to change though. Karoi out too. It was a try to Slave McDowell. Yeah, Thomas Joe, it was a reference to this game. My bad, Thomas Joe. But the score is now going to be 21. Otago 16 to Canterbury. I will update that now. So Otago have taken the lead back. McDowell, he tried to do a little bit of a celebration, like when he was diving, and because of it, he kind of smashed his face into the ground. But I don't think he felt it, which is good news. It wouldn't have been good if he knocked himself out in that celebration, but Josh Ioane is now taking this kick. This is a big kick here for Josh Ioane. It's a hard one, 43 meters. He hasn't been nailing them from this angle. But he might be able to convert this one. I've got a little feeling that he might be able to get it right. He's missed his last one from out here. Or his last couple from out here, should I say. But he wants to redeem himself here, Josh Ioane, and it could be a crucial 2 points if he can kick it. And he has. He claps for himself there. He's got that angle right now, and because of it now, Otago 7 points ahead in this match. The first win against Canterbury since 2005 is what they just mentioned if they can win this one. Brett Cameron kicks off. They are going back to Ascot now. I almost called them the Highlanders, Otago. have got the lead. They will want to keep it. We've only got 7 minutes left, less than 7. Ascot takes the kick. It is Josh Mackay who's got the ball. Mitch Drummond now. Canterbury. Mitch Drummond has just milked a penalty. He's very good at doing that. Drummond, they are going to be kicking for the corner now. Can the Crusaders... Canterbury, I'm having a shocker today. I'll be honest, I'm quite tired. I've been a bit too busy doing lives, or not live streams, but doing videos pretty much every day for the past week. I'm going to be happy when Monday comes around because I'm going to need some sleep. It wasn't straight. And it wasn't a great throw at all from Brodie McAllister there. Was their chance there, Canterbury? They thought that they might have been able to counter and get that try back, but it's not looking that likely now. Second last for line-out success, Canterbury. So that is not a very good number for them. But the Otago team have got the scrum now. The question is, can Canterbury score? Because if they do, we are possibly looking at going to Golden Point once again. Canterbury have been there before. They beat Wellington in Golden Point. But at this stage, Otago don't really look like they want to be given the ball up. And they have got the scrum feed here, 10 metres out from their line. It went down, so we are having a reset of that scrum. That is going to take up time, which is exactly what Otago want. They won't mind this at all, Otago. They are at the moment 5th on the table. Waikato in first, Tasman in second. But, of course, Waikato play Tasman. And that will be a very good match to watch. Auckland, Wellington, Canterbury, Bay of Plenty, and then North Harbour. But if Canterbury lose this one, they will be very close to that relegation zone, which is not what they want. We're up to 76 minutes. Scott has kicked for touch. And it is inside the 22, so Canterbury still have a chance here if they are able to win this line out. If they can get it right. It was actually Shiloh Klein who threw the last one. My bad there. I said that it was Brodie McAllister. He needs to get this throw right, the Canterburyan. If he does not, this game could be over. It is straight enough, they have said. Canterbury are setting up the rolling maul now. They're trying to make their way towards the line. It's working for them a little bit. They're going somewhere here, Canterbury. It's very slow and steady. They've got 3 minutes. They've been told to use it once. The question is now Drummond off the back. Drummond's doing a few steps. It is very close. But Otago have won the penalty there. Not releasing was the call. Slade McDowell. He did score the try, and now he has won his team the penalty. Canterbury only a couple metres out from the line. And if they had scored there, that could have made the game very interesting. But with 2.5 minutes left, I think Otago are going to hang on to this one. Josh Ioane kicking downfield. They will want to take their time, and he has kicked it. It's an interesting choice. He's made sure it's gone out, but they're still in their 22. And the time is off because subs are being made. So it is risky play from Otago. They're working on the theory they're going to retain this and then just do a couple hit-ups. But I don't know if that's going to work for them. It seems very risky. It's still 2 minutes. 2 minutes can seem like a long time when you're trying to keep a lead. It's fired out the back. Yet they are going to be going for their... It's been ripped 3 though. And they have got the ball now. Shiloh Klein has it in hand. Drummond now. It's a good run up the middle there. Drummond now to Mackay. He's had a pretty good game overall. We've got a minute left in this match. Drummond out to the number 1. I think they said that they have an advantage here. Canterbury, how much time left to play? Anton says, we've only got a minute, Anton. And Canterbury have the ball. Brett Cameron fires it out wide. It's 1-on-1 between the number 20 and... Oh, Karoi steals that one. Oh, but we're going back for the penalty. Which means we've got less than a minute to play. Canterbury have one last chance at this. Anton Popov said thank you. No worries, Anton. Are you watching the game, Anton? This one's very close. Once again, they need to get the line out right. 5 meters out from the line. 30 seconds left to play. In a way, I am hoping that it doesn't go to extra time because my voice is going to give out before the end of this game if that's the case. But they're going for the maul here, Canterbury. They are pushing. They're trying to make some ground here. They've been told to use it once, but now they're starting to move a little bit, Canterbury. 5 meters out from the line now. They're slowly going. It is Mitch Drummond off the back. Fired out to Brett Cameron. It's missed Mackay, but now it's found him on the bounce. It's gone out to Vahakolo. He's been forced into touch, though. And because of it, that was close. He almost drove his way over the line, but C.O. Tompkinson was involved in pushing him out. And because of it, this will be the final line out. And if they can win this, retain this ball, the game will be over and it will be a win to Otago. So we've got this last line out. And it's a big one. A lot of pressure on Ricky Jackson, of course. It was Liam Coltman who went off earlier with an injury. But Ricky Jackson, I assume, would have been out there anyway. There is the siren now. Dixon's done extremely well to take that one. And it has been kicked into touch. And because of it, Otago managed to win this match 23-16 against Canterbury for the first time since 2005. Canterbury's season just gets worse now. I am updating. It is Canterbury 16, Otago 23 full time. Well done to Otago there. They did extremely well. Both teams had to dig deep in that second half because the first half it was very low scoring. It was 3-6, Otago leading at halftime. Yeah, Otago managing to win this one. It was a good match. The first half was a little bit slow, but then it cranked up in that second half, and I am pretty happy with that result. Otago managing to beat Canterbury in a good game of rugby. Hopefully, we get a good game tomorrow with the All Blacks versus Wallabies as well. That would be very, very good news. But to anyone who is just tuning in, that is the score, the final score in this match. And also, if you are new to the channel, we have got 8 viewers at the moment, which is pretty decent. We've had a quieter live stream, more quiet live stream. I should use proper grammar, shouldn't I? But yeah, we've had a bit of a more quiet live stream. But if you do enjoy, be sure to leave a like on it and also consider subscribing. We will be doing the All Blacks game tomorrow, as well as a couple games throughout the week, or throughout next week, is what I should have said. Plus, I am thinking about doing the finals games for the Mitre 10 Cup as well. Yeah, Michael Collins, he had a good game since he came on the field. My voice is struggling at the moment, I'm going to be honest, so I think we are getting pretty close to the end of this live stream. Yeah, we have been going for an hour 44. Bit of a shorter live stream today, but it's been good. We've had a wee chat. Thomas Joe, but yeah, Canterbury lost. That was what you were hoping for, wasn't it? Thomas Joe, so you have gotten lucky there. That frowny face emoji is no longer... Hopefully it's turned into a happy face emoji. But yeah, oh well. I think I am at the end of this live stream. We are pretty quiet at the moment. I think we've only got a couple viewers. So to anyone tuning in now, the final score was Canterbury 16, Otago 23. Otago managing to beat Canterbury for the first time since 2005. And yeah, anyway, I think that is going to be the end of this live stream. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like on it. Also, subscribe to the channel. And anyway, thank you all for tuning in. And yeah, see you all later. See you tomorrow for the All Blacks versus Wallabies, perhaps. Make sure you are subscribed and ready to go for that one. Thomas Joe. Jordan W has put, oh, you beauty. I assume that is someone who very much wanted Otago to win. That is the result. They did do very well. They played the better rugby in the end. And it was close. Canterbury almost had a chance at the very end. But the ball was ripped away by Vilimoni Karoi, who also scored the try for them. That kind of opened the game up. And then also a very good performance from Slade McDowell, who also did very well. Oh well, that is going to be the end of this live stream. I shall see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.